Oh, Sheryl was replaced. They fired her. They kicked her off the game because it's Caitlin Clark.
A few months ago, Sheryl Swoopes was confidently predicting that the Indiana Fever was a dead end, that no one wanted to play there, and that Caitlin Clark wouldn't attract top talent. She said it like it was an undeniable fact. Well, fast forward to today, and Indiana has just pulled off one of the biggest moves in WNBA free agency history. Big names, elite talents, and game changers have all signed on, and Sheryl? She's been real quiet. You ever see someone disappear after talking all that talk? That's exactly what's happening right now. The Fever just sent a loud and clear message to the entire WNBA. So, how did Indiana flip the script? Why did top players choose to sign with the Fever? And most importantly, how did Sheryl Swoopes end up being this wrong? But before we dive into the good stuff, take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. By joining our crew, you'll always be in the loop with the latest WNBA updates, expert takes, and breakdowns of major moves. Don't miss out. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. First off, let's talk about Indiana's free agency masterclass. The Fever just turned free agency on its head. They went on a signing spree like they had unlimited money in a video game. You know that feeling when you're in franchise mode, signing every top free agent, and you almost feel guilty for creating a super team? Yeah, that's exactly what happened here. Here's who they landed. Natasha Howard, a champion, defensive powerhouse, and versatile scorer. DeWanna Bonner, a 6'4" walking bucket and veteran who can do it all. Sophie Cunningham, bringing energy, swag, trash talk, and an instant spark. Sydney Colson, more than just a locker room leader, she's a glue. Player who elevates every team she's on. And that's just the beginning. These aren't just role players, they're elite athletes who had options. They could have signed anywhere, but they chose Indiana.
The Fever are that golden destination, and I can't help but laugh. People online and the media commentators, unfortunately, who said that nobody wanted to play in Indiana.
What's even funnier, the Rose actually played better without her in the championship game. Chelsea Gray stepped up and delivered an incredible performance, and some fans even pointed out that the team looked more cohesive and fluid once Reese was out of the lineup. That's the uncomfortable truth the media doesn't want to acknowledge. Instead of admitting that Reese's absence didn't hurt the team, they kept pushing the illusion that she was the heart and soul of this victory. But then came the most absurd part, Reese herself feeding into the hype. After the game, she took to Twitter, posting cryptic messages like, "What y'all gonna say now?" As if she had just silenced her critics. But what exactly was she proving? That a team she wasn't even on the court for could win without her? That FaceTiming into a post-game celebration is now the same as actually competing?
A lot of other shit going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there. Yeah.
But here's the thing, reality just hit her like a freight train. Indiana Fever isn't just signing players, they're attracting top-tier talent like a championship-winning destination. Natasha Howard, Jonquel Jones, and DeWanna Bonner all signed, along with Sophie Cunningham, and even Sydney Colson, one of A.J. Wilson's closest friends, made the move. These aren't just decent pickups, they're game-changing acquisitions. And the best part? It's all happening right in front of Swoopes' eyes.
Right away, every single narrative about the Fever is like whatever about them signing Sophie Cunningham, who they don't like. They love DeWanna Bonner.
If you had told her a few months ago that elite free agents would be lining up to play for Indiana, she probably would have laughed. But the truth is, she completely misread the situation. The Fever aren't just surviving, they're thriving. And the reason why? It's crystal clear. That brings us to the Caitlin Clark effect. Now, let's get to the real reason behind all of this. Caitlin Clark.
No, but players who will be free agents next year. There's a lot of other shit going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
She isn't just another rookie trying to make a name for herself. She's a game changer. Her impact goes beyond numbers on a stat sheet, though those are jaw-dropping too. It's about momentum, influence, and taking the WNBA to a whole new level. When Sydney Colson was asked why she chose Indiana, she didn't sugarcoat it. Kelsey Mitchell played a big role in her decision, but she also heard nothing but great things about Caitlin Clark from her Aces teammate, Kate Martin. That's right. Players are coming to Indiana because of Clark's reputation as a competitor, a leader, and a floor general who makes everyone around her better. This is what Swoopes didn't see coming. She thought Caitlin Clark was just hype. She assumed the transition from college to the WNBA would humble her. She believed Clark would struggle for years before making an impact. Years? Really?
Would you consider each of those 3 seasons as dominant seasons for yourself?
No.
Sheryl Swoopes is willing to lie about her own career.
Caitlin Clark is out here dropping 40 points like it's just a casual cardio session. She's leading the league in assists like she's been in the WNBA for a decade. She's selling out arenas in every city she plays in, driving record-breaking ticket sales, boosting TV ratings, and getting people talking about the WNBA like never before. And now, players aren't just noticing. They're actively choosing to play alongside her. Free agents aren't avoiding Indiana anymore. They're flocking to it, knowing that playing with Clark means being part of something historic. And let's not forget, Clark isn't even in her prime yet. Imagine what she'll be doing in 3 to 5 years. That's scary. The Indiana Fever's projected starting 5 is stacked with talent, experience, and pure star power. Point guard, Caitlin Clark. The generational talent everyone's been talking about. She's got the hype, the skills, and the leadership to take this team to the next level. Shooting guard, Kelsey Mitchell. A certified bucket getter and one of the best pure shooters in the game. If she gets hot, defenses are in serious trouble. Small forward, Dewana Bonner. A veteran who does it all. Clutch performer, defensive powerhouse, and the kind of leader every championship team needs. Bonner brings playoff experience, intensity, and the ability to step up when it matters most. She can score inside, stretch the floor with her shooting, and lock down top scorers on defense. Simply put, she's a nightmare matchup for opponents. Power forward, Natasha Howard. A defensive menace and rebounding machine. With championship experience, she's always ready to do the dirty work to help her team win. And this is just the beginning. Indiana Fever isn't building a team, they're building a powerhouse.
It's going to be Caitlin Clark flash show. So it's going to be phenomenal playing with a point guard, like you said, that have a good vision.
And in the paint, Aaliyah Boston is the future of the league. She's dominant down low, a defensive anchor, and possesses all the tools to become a future Hall of Famer. With her size, skill, and basketball IQ, she's poised to be one of the best centers in the game for years to come. This team isn't just good, they're dangerous. They have chemistry, talent, and the hunger to win. The Indiana Fever are no longer just a young team building for the future. They're ready to compete right now. And trust me, the rest of the WNBA is officially on notice. Hold up, you made it this far? That must mean you're really enjoying the video, right? So why not take a quick second to hit that follow button? It's totally free, super simple, and helps us keep bringing you more awesome WNBA content. Whether it's game, highlights, player spotlights, or behind-the-scenes moments, we've got you covered. Plus, by following, you'll never miss a beat when it comes to your favorite teams and players. All right, let's jump back in. So, where's Sheryl Swoopes? Nowhere to be found. Silent. It's almost like she packed her bags and took an extended vacation from reality. Let's be real. When the receipts come in and expose your takes as flat-out wrong, it's tough to show face. There was even a game where the commentator started hyping up Caitlin Clark's mind-blowing performances, and guess what? Swoopes sat there in complete silence for a full minute. Not a word. No acknowledgement. Just pure, awkward quiet. But here's the thing. This isn't just about Caitlin Clark. It's about winning at the highest level and creating a championship culture that could rival the greatest dynasties in WNBA history. Indiana's transformation is undeniable. A year ago, nobody saw them as a contender. Now, they're one of the most talked about teams in the league, with a young core that's already proving its worth, and veteran stars eager to chase rings. The Fever's front office has been cooking, while other teams are stuck in neutral, trying to figure out their next move. Indiana is already miles ahead, building a dynasty from the ground up. They're not just signing good players, they're assembling a roster that could own the league for years to come. This isn't luck. It's strategy, vision, and execution coming together in the best way possible. Yes, and for those still doubting Caitlin Clark, I have some advice. Get comfortable, because this is just the beginning. She's only scratching the surface of her potential, and as she grows into the league, so will the Fever. The chemistry is forming, the experience is stacking up, and the momentum, unstoppable. When Caitlin Clark wins MVP in year 2, the meltdown from the old guard is going to be legendary. The excuses, the shifting narratives, the desperate attempts to downplay her impact, it's all going to be comedy gold. But no matter how loud the critics get, the results will speak for themselves. And if Sheryl Swoopes still refuses to say Caitlin's name, well, that silence is going to be deafening. Because at some point, when the wins keep piling up and the trophies start rolling in, even the biggest doubters will have no choice but to acknowledge the greatness unfolding right before their eyes. The Indiana Fever aren't just here to participate, they're here to dominate. They're here to change the game. And if you're not on board yet, you might want to step aside, because this train isn't stopping. And there you have it, folks. The Indiana Fever just flipped the WNBA on its head. And Sheryl Swoopes? Well, let's just say that. Silence is loud. Caitlin Clark and the squad are building something special. And the haters? They're just going to have to deal with it. But now I want to hear from you. Did this free agency prove that Indiana is the next WNBA powerhouse? Who's still sleeping on Caitlin Clark? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading every single one. And before you bounce, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update. We're breaking down every move, every game, and every hot take in the WNBA. That's it for now. Stay tuned, stay hyped, and I'll catch you all in the next one.